This is really long-term strategy about weakening the AES. And Ibrahim Traoré is aware of all of this. Asimo Goto is aware of this. Abdurrahman Tchiani is aware of all of this. Yeah. So when he says Black Winter is coming, he's telling people we're gonna need you. When all of these plans that they're planning come into fruition, we're gonna need the masses of all of those free countries, plus the free-thinking people of the surrounding countries. Yeah, the free-thinking people of Nigeria, the free-thinking people of Ghana, the free-thinking people of Benin. Yeah, so that's what he means by Black Winter is coming. Yeah, every coup attempt that's foiled just strengthens the revolution. Yeah, strengthens people's resolve. Yeah, strengthens the feeling on the ground.
Wow, wow, and the timing is weird. Around this Maduro thing, what's happening in Iran.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I mean, the timing.
Yeah, you're gonna make me say something.
Say it. Let's segue to Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, the AES. You saw what happened.
The coup attempt.
The coup attempt. But even before that, during Christmas period, we saw the Black Winter. What does the Black Winter really mean?
So, I think he's aware of what's going on. The Benin, you saw what happened in Benin, isn't it? Mm-hmm. There was a coup attempt.
Yeah, I saw
a coup attempt, yeah. And we saw all of ECOWAS, the big powers in ECOWAS. Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire.
Yes.
To my disappointment, Ghana. We were hoping Ghana was going in a different direction under Mahama, but Ghana, which is very revealing, and people should pay attention to the fact that Ghana was involved, come together and stop this coup attempt. And Nigeria flew over fighter jets that we didn't even know they had. Yeah? So there's this bandit problem in northern Nigeria, northwest Nigeria. We've never seen the fighter jets.
All of a sudden they come out of nowhere.
All of a sudden.
Stop a Benin coup.
To stop a Benin coup. Why? Why Benin? Because if there was a revolutionary coup in Benin, most likely they would have joined the AES. Now, AES's biggest problem is what? It's landlocked.
Yes.
Yeah? All of a sudden, this landlocked federation has a port. Unstoppable. Yeah? Unstoppable. So, Ibrahim Traoré and the leaders of Mali and Niger are very aware that this coup was less about Benin, more about them. Yeah? It was about stopping the expansion of AES. Because when you go from 3 to 4, soon you'll go to 4 to 5, then 5 to 6, and before you know it, we might even have the United States of Africa. Yeah?
That's what I want. And I think that's what,
Yeah, so they're stopping it in its tracks. Yeah? And what I think is interesting is, people don't really know this, but there's a bit of rivalry going on right now between France and the US in Africa. Yeah? So I think the US is very comfortable with the anti-French movements, thinking that it will fill the vacuum. Of course, it's not going to plan because Russia seems to be filling the vacuum. But they know that so much of France's wealth is predicated on Africa, and they don't need it, but they want some of that gold and silver, yeah? But we saw France and the US unite to stop the coup in Benin, yeah? Because they saw this was something that could threaten both of their interests, yeah? So we saw Emmanuel Macron tweeting hours before Nigeria's airstrikes. I've just had a very productive conversation. It was all very vague, but the timing, everyone knew that it was about Benin. So that was the first signal for Ibrahim Traoré. Yeah.
Wait. But before we go there, how did it botch? How did the?
Let me just say the second signal, and then I'll come back to the coup.
Okay. Okay.
The second signal was Christian genocide in Nigeria. Yeah? Christian genocide in Nigeria. In northern Nigeria. Where does northern Nigeria border? Begins with an N.
Niger.
Yeah? You see, so this is
Okay.
You can see what
You
happens
don't
here.
have access to Niger?
This is what happens here. You can collect. There's so many groups in northern Nigeria fighting. By the way, there's Islamic State. There's Boko Haram. There's the for want of a better phrase, the Fulani herdsmen.
Yes.
There's all these groups. There's bandit groups, independent bandit groups that take in advantage of the insecurity to rob something. All of these groups are happening. Now you say there's a genocide happening in northern Nigeria, yeah? At first the Nigerian government pushed back, but now the Nigerian government supported the action in Nigeria, yeah? Obviously their attention has moved to Venezuela, but it'll probably come back and probably in a more renewed, aggressive manner. Now you're fighting these groups in Nigeria. All of a sudden you say, oh, they've moved into Niger, we need to follow them. You see how that works? You see how that works, yeah? So this is really long-term strategy about weakening the AES. And Ibrahim Traoré is aware of all of this. Asimo Goto is aware of this. Abdurrahman Tchiani is aware of all of this, yeah? So when he says Black Winter is coming, he's telling people, we're gonna need you. When all of these plans that they're planning come into fruition, we're gonna need the masses of all of those free countries, plus the free-thinking people of the surrounding countries, yeah? The free-thinking people of Nigeria, the free-thinking people of Ghana, the free-thinking people of Benin, yeah? So that's what he means by Black Winter is coming, yeah? Black Winter is coming. I'm sure he didn't mean it, but it's almost like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's almost like Game of Thrones, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, in Game of Thrones,
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming. Winter is coming. Prepare yourself. There's a fight coming. It's going to be the battle that defines us or defeats us.
Wow. Wow. So now, let's talk more about Traore, yeah?
Yeah.
They formed, recently they formed this investment bank that's investing in those three countries.
Yeah.
And then now, of course, like people are calling it the African NATO. Do you think that that's fixing to happen?
It's not a good term. NATO is
of course.
It's like...
I saw it somewhere.
yeah.
I saw it somewhere.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, the AES is the African NATO, if you will. I don't like that term.
Yeah, but I think they're meaning the organization.
Yeah. But even NATO's crumbling, isn't it? Because Denmark is part of NATO.
Yeah.
Trump's threatening to
take over Greenland.
You can't have a defensive alliance with imperialist nations. So it's a defensive alliance of to defend African sovereignty.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the problem we've got is, and we've got to be honest about this problem, is the insecurity threat. That's the major contradiction. The fact that they've managed to do these infrastructure projects, these investment projects, the tomato factory and all this, in the threat of all of this that's going on, all the insecurity, is amazing, because we have stable countries like Kenya that are not doing these things. So it's amazing, but we need another country to join the AES. We need more troops to join this alliance. The AES is strong, of course it is, but the issue we've got is we have hostile nations, Cote d'Ivoire, Benin, that these terrorists are just going across the border into there, recouping, re-energizing, rearming and going back. Yeah. So how the hell do we defeat this? Well, we've got our neighbors collaborating with the enemy. That's the issue that we've got. And that's the issue that we need to somehow, greater minds than mine, need to figure out how to address. And that's why Benin would have been so strategic.
Yeah.
Strategic. Hopefully Togo is also on the port.
Okay.
If there could be a revolution in Togo, hopefully. Togo is an interesting one because obviously it's a family dynasty, it's a reactionary state, but somehow it has good ties with ECOWAS and AES.
Okay.
We'll see.
The coup attempt. What happened? Burkina Faso coup attempt.
The Burkina Faso coup attempt. So we obviously have our comrade Inam. She tells us that It was organized by the previous president. The details are very scarce at the moment. I don't know. I haven't seen how many people were killed. I don't know how close they were. I don't know how it was foiled, so I can't really say too much. But there was a coup attempt. It was foiled, and we celebrate that because every coup attempt that's foiled just strengthens the revolution.
Yeah.
Strengthens people's resolve.
Yeah.
Strengthens the feeling on the ground that what they're up against, and why. Because here's the thing. Sometimes security measures in the country can be misunderstood as authoritarianism. Yeah. But when there is real security threats, people can understand.
Okay.
Yeah. People can understand. Okay, there's a certain reason why we can't have hostile French media in the country. Yeah. Of course, in an ideal world where there's no security threats, the French can say what they want. We can respond. We have our own media. They have our own media. More people listen to our own media. Everyone knows this is garbage. But in a hostile environment where security threats are so large, we can't have French media interviewing
Absolutely.
terrorist leaders. So the coup attempt has helped in many ways. With helped to consolidate the support base around Ibrahim Traoré.
Wow. And the timing is weird around this Maduro thing. What's happening in Iran?
That's a good point. That's a good
timing.
point.
I mean, the timing.
Yeah, you're gonna make me say something.
Say it.
You're gonna make me say something. I can't help but feel like. So it's clear that Trump has made a deal with Russia. Obvious.
Interesting.
Yeah? Obvious he's made a deal with Russia. What I mean is, the US under Biden was the key pushers of this war, the Russia-Ukraine war. Pushing Ukraine into a conflict with Russia. Yeah. Russia obviously responded, and then there's been this disastrous war that's killed over 1 million people, which has been a disaster for everyone. Mostly obviously for Ukrainians, but also a disaster for Russia. Yeah. But the US was looking like it was looking to fight this war to the last Ukrainian. Yeah. I hate to put it that way, but that's how it come across. Then Trump's come through and he's pushing forward a peace plan that gives Russia everything that he wants. Yeah? Everything that he wants.
Okay.
And it's just very strange because the Republican Party historically was the biggest cheerleaders of the old Cold War, back when there was a Soviet Union. So how come they're now giving the Russians everything that they want? How? I don't get it. So I have a theory, not substantiated.
It's just a theory.
Just a theory. Let me just put it out there. I just got a theory. Because they tried to take Trump out twice in the election, didn't they? The deep state actors. There was 2 assassination attempts
for Trump.
Yeah. Whether they're both real or not, that's official. There were 2. Maybe one of them was, I don't know. Who knows? And then all of a sudden there was no assassination attempts. And all of a sudden there was favorable coverage of Trump. And all of a sudden the Washington Post, that was owned by Jeff Bezos, which normally comes out and endorses the Democratic Party, said they're not endorsing anyone. So all the things, Mark Zuckerberg was like meeting up with Trump. All of the things were changing, yeah? Things started changing. So to me, it seemed like the deep state had come to an arrangement with Donald Trump, yeah? And said, the assassination attempt was, we're not happy with your Russia position.
Okay.
So that's why I tried to take him out a couple of times.
That was just a warning shot.
Warning shots. And then he comes back and goes, again, just a theory. Listen, the Russians have got something on me. They put video cameras in a hotel when I was in Moscow doing some stuff I shouldn't do. And if I don't give them what they want, they're going to release this to the world. Okay. This is just a theory. This is just a theory. Let me just say this is just a theory. Yeah. So he goes, but this is what I can do. Of course, I know you guys are not fans of Russia, but you're also not fans of Iran, Syria, Venezuela, Nicaragua, Cuba, and a host of other places. But those are the primary ones. I won't do nothing with Russia because I got some stuff on me personally. And my life will be over. but I'll give you all of the rest of them. Deal?
Mm-hmm.
No shame. I'm not, but you get my point. Deal? That's my, because it can't be a coincidence. So he's come in, he meets with Putin, gives him the red carpet treatment, all of this type of stuff. Alaska, all of this type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's a peace plan, gives Russia everything that they want, like crazy in a way. After all billions and billions of dollars, he gives Zelensky a dressing down in the Oval Office in one of the first meetings that they had.
That was embarrassing.
Him and his vice PJD, all of this stuff is happening, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, before he's even officially taken power, Bashar al-Assad is gone.
Yeah. Syria.
After billions are spent by the Obama administration, by the Trumps, couldn't do it. Assad is gone. Yeah. The former head of Al Qaeda in Syria takes over. He's now in the Oval Office playing basketball as if he's some sort of friendly figure. Yeah.
What?
Nicolas Maduro and his wife is kidnapped.
Yeah.
Nigeria is attacked. Yeah. Which is really about the AES. So sorry, the other country, not country, but federation I meant was AES.
Yes.
Coup attempt in the AES, the same time that Maduro's kidnapped.
And the Nigeria bombing during Christmas time.
Bomb Nigeria. Marco Rubio saying Cuba's next.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So it seems like Trump has said, listen, this is my second term. Despite what he says, he's flirting with a third term. It'll be his last term. It's my second term. I'm old. I don't really care about what anyone thinks about me.
Yeah.
I will push through all of these policies in such an aggressive manner that no other US president before me could. All the other US presidents, they had to do a lot of the NGOing work before. We're here to support democracy. Democracy is why we're going to bomb your country.
BSing everyone.
Yeah, BSing someone, which takes years. Yeah. I'm going to do it. No BSing. I'm going to be clear about what it's about. I'm going to advance US imperialism 50 years in just these 4 years that I'm president. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the beauty of me, Trump, is when I'm gone, you can say, that was an anomaly. Now we're back to the rules-based order.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're now back to the rules-based order. Yeah. Trump is gone. Business, we're back to business as normal, where we respect international law. We don't know what he was thinking about.
Yeah, forget him now.
So if you notice, the Democrats condemned the kidnapping of Nicolas Maduro.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So this is all part of post-Trump planning.
Okay.
So once they're the ones that are probably going to benefit the most.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. From all of these oil contracts being. So anyway, that's my theory.
Okay.
I state it. I have no evidence. This is just me, someone that's watched international politics, paid attention for a long time. This is just how I'm feeling at the moment. This is how I'm feeling at the moment. It's a game.
I always say that Democrats, Republicans are all in the same game. They work together. They antagonize each other.
Yeah.
They all work together.
Yeah. Because the question is, are US presidents elected or are they selected?
Okay.
Yeah. Because they always seem to come in at a particular time. Yeah. Bush, before we got into politics, George Bush II is an oil guy.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Is it a coincidence that he's the leader of the Iraq War? Yeah. Again, very convenient because he's a bit of an idiot. Yeah. He was.
Dick Cheney was running the whole show.
Yeah. Dick Cheney was running the whole show. Who used to work at Halliburton and all these other places.
You see that?
Yeah. So Bush comes in at a particular time for a particular agenda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Obama comes in 2008. AFRICOM was founded in 2007. Expands the US military footprint in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Expands drone operations in Somalia. Nobody pays attention because they're so happy we got a black president.
Mm-hmm.
Trump comes in in the first term, I feel like it's for domestic reasons primarily. Also international reasons for the maximum pressure campaign against Iran, maximum pressure campaign against Venezuela the first term, but also to affect the demographic changes that happen in the US.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that they say that white people might be a minority in 2050.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to push all of this like racist legislation, anti-DEI, banning of certain books in the curriculum, to change the US back to what it explicitly was in its foundation, a white supremacist, settler, colonial, European project. Yeah, Biden comes in to push for this Russia-Ukraine, which is really about dismantling Europe and Russia economically. Destroying the Nord Stream 2 pipeline, destroying the gas agreements between Russia and Germany, because Germany was economically growing at such a fast rate that the elites in the US were worried. But now Germany's economy is completely tanking. And now Trump has come in to take out, what the US's enemies have been for many decades in one term. That's my opinion.
So back to Traore and Tchiani and Goïta. Other than the usual threats, the future seems bright. I mean, the three countries' economies are doing well. They've improved from the previous from the previous administration. What do you think about the positive things that are coming out of AES? And do you think Namibia and Botswana might join as well?
No, but Botswana is, out of all of the liberal democracies in Africa, it does very well for itself. You have to give it credit.
Botswana is
very, very well. It's a lot easier because, firstly, they discovered diamonds in the country post-independence. So they were managed to negotiate independent deals as opposed to inherit colonial deals that they just had to maintain. And it's a small population endowed with the largest diamond reserves in the world. But still, it's far away from the AES. It's not on the same trajectory. It's so embedded with these multinational corporations. It's very different. What I think needs to happen in the AES is, Julius Malema right now is being repressed in South Africa. They're trying to put him up on some gun charges or something like that. And we're going to see that more and more, political repression against revolutionaries movements. What I would argue is AES needs to start becoming a hub for Pan-Africans. Pan-Africans repressed in their own country. It needs to be our revolutionary mecca, where we can go, have safe haven, we can operate. Malema can still give speeches and do all of that stuff, but he does it from the safety of Ouagadougou, and he can give them political advice.
Okay, I like that.
Do you know what I'm saying? And we need to really tap into the power of the diaspora. Why don't you have? It failed, but during the Spanish Civil War, there was the fascist regime of Franco, who was in charge in Spain, and the anti-fascist resistance. The anti-fascists called for anti-fascists from around the world to join the fight. I feel like because security is such a primary issue, I get why it's difficult because you could invite traitors into your realm. I get it. So it needs to be fought out and ironed out and figured out ways where we can do this. But there needs to be a diaspora unit of the AES army. So that the purpose of this will be twofold. Number one, it helps to foster that international spirit, that this revolution belongs to us all. Number two, the propaganda that will come out of this. So, a lot of the soldiers, the Burkina Bay soldiers, Malian soldiers, Nigerian soldiers, these are working class peasant people who are not on social media and all this type of stuff. So they're seeing crazy stuff, but they're not relating it to the world. Of course, our captains are relating it to the world in fantastic speeches. But imagine an African from Alabama in the US with his smartphone. He's saying, I just saw a helicopter resupply the terrorists.
That would be more powerful.
Yeah. And would the US think twice about bombing its own citizens because of the backlash? Because their family in Alabama might rise up and petition this and petition that. So we really need to figure out a way where we can, before they join the official army, they're in some train, and we can figure out their communications and check they're not traitors, of course, but to have some sort of diaspora participation in defending this revolution, because I don't think people realize how the forces that our brothers and sisters in Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger are up against.
Cross over to Nigeria now.